Dearly beloved, we now have to travel to the UK for AEW's British Spectacular Forbidden Door. In the past, it was filled with a lot of wrestlers from New Japan or CMLL, and it seems like that number shrinks every year. It was mostly AEW wrestlers with some of the semi-regulars that appear throughout the year on Dynamite.
Well, now they all just pop up, so it's not like it's the once a year you get to see these people because they... And also, there's not that many new people anymore. But some of these people are very old. But nevertheless, I think you hit the right tone there with the... It's like a cathedral setting type of thing. They're preaching to the choir is what I'm trying to say. Because I actually watched this thing. The Prime Video doesn't bug me as bad as the Netflix, Brian. I get a little box at the bottom of the screen when I pause it and fast forward it where I can see that I'm skipping shit that I want to skip and I'm not skipping shit that I don't want to skip. So it's handier. But it wasn't bad, the Prime Video. But the show is continuing to preach to the choir, and I'm afraid that the congregation continues to get just burnt out on a lot of stuff. And they had a wonderful house in London, 18,900 whatever, the biggest wrestling crowd in the O2 Arena history. They haven't killed London yet. The big show is still a big show for them over there. Over there, say a prayer, 'cause the talent's over, and we can't get over unless we're over there. They're doing the music hall in Cincinnati in the United States, and they've got 18,000 people in England. But what did they have to do that was any different or even as good as the shit they've been doing over here to lackluster crowds and diminishing response? Because they've burned everything out. And now they opened up Forbidden Door with a great package for their audience because it all concentrated on the legendary and groundbreaking partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling and CMLL, global stars, action highlights. The average person has no idea who 80% of the people in the action highlights that are called global stars are. The Open didn't build stars, individual stars, on either the roster or this particular event and or rivalries between same or explain them. The focus was on international wrestlers. Do you think that's a good mainstream strategy to try to get anybody involved in your program?
Was that a question for me?
Yes, that's a question for you.
I mean, they're micro-targeting to a Tony Khan type fan. And that's why the fans who seem to like the booking, when the booking seems awful, the fans that seem to like promos sometimes when they just seem unbelievable and fake, there's a certain fan base that really likes his style of TV and nonstop matches where, everything is a long competitive squash match. Even on this show, there were a bunch of matches you knew who was going to win. And you knew there was no reason they need to go 20 minutes.
TV matches.
But it's all the time now. I almost wonder, would they lose any audience if instead of a 20-minute match that's a long competitive squash match, they put 3 squash matches in that time? And it was just 3 wrestlers coming out there and looking good? But it's not the way they do things. And, there's a lot of reasons to want to root for AEW and want AEW to be able to fight back against WWE, but then you watch what it is, and then you hear Tony talk, and I watched a media scrum afterwards. He's so happy with himself. And he really thinks he is someone who has this down. And unfortunately, there aren't too many people in the wrestling business who think he does. It's micro-targeted to the tape trader who went to message boards and not even all of them.
And the thing, he has tools here. And besides the big house, because London, I mean, it's not Wembley, but still 20,000 fucking people or whatever. He has stars. He has people that are over with the audience, but it's like a jigsaw puzzle that's put together all wrong. And